Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I came up with a beautiful movie suggestion. It's a old movie but it's a wonderful movie. The movie name is The Little Man Tate. This was released in 1991 and it's a story that surrounds between the life of little Fred Tate. So you can just imagine being just a 7 years old but your brain works like a supercomputer. You can solve giant math equations in your head, play the piano beautifully, and read advanced books, but all you really want is a friend. So, this is the life of Fred Tate. He is a little boy who lives with his mom, Didi, and Didi is a hardworking, fun loving single mom. She isn't a genius, but she loves Fred with all her heart. She tries to give him a normal, happy childhood, buying him toys and planning parties, but Fred is lonely. The other kids at school think he is a freak because he is so smart and nobody shows up to his birthday party. He sees the world differently, which makes him feel completely alone. That's when uh, Jane enters into the scene. Jane is a very smart woman who runs a special school for gifted children. When she discovers is a gifted child, she would be amazed. She tells Diddy that Fred is truly prodigy and needs a special teaching, not normal toys and regular school. At first, Didi says no. She wants her little boy to be a little boy, not a science experiment. But when she sees how sad and bored Fred is at his regular school, she tearfully agrees to let him go with Jane on a special summer trip for a genius kids. This creates a massive tug of war in Fred's life. One side is his mom, Didi. She gives warm hugs, love, and fun, but she doesn't understand his complex thoughts. On the other side is a teacher, Jane. She understands his brilliant mind and feeds his brain, but she's very cold. She doesn't know how to give a 7 years old boy the cuddle, the hug, and emotion support he needs. So, as the story progresses, Jane decides Fred is so smart that he should go to college. So, little Fred packs his bags and goes to university. It's funny but also a bit sad to see this tiny kid walking around with a grown up college students. Fred tries to make up with some of his friends. He even looks up to an elder, super smart math student named Eddie, but Eddie ends up being cranky and self centered. Once again, Fred finds himself feeling incredibly lonely. He realizes that even among the other smart people, being a genius doesn't automatically mean you know how to be happy. And the breaking point comes at the climax of the story. It happens on a live television show. Jane takes Fred on a talk show to show off how smart he is to the world. But the pressure is too much. Fred isn't a show pony. He's a little boy who misses his mom. Right there on live TV, Fred decides he has had enough of this, so he goes quiet, refuses to perform his genius tricks, and runs away to find that one person who makes him feel safe. That is his mom. So when Did and Fred are finally reunited, it's a beautiful moment. But Did also realizes something important. She can't hide Fred from the world just because she wants him to be a normal kid. His brain is special and he just needs to learn. At the same time, Jane realizes her mistake. She learns that you cannot treat a child like a calculator. They need love, playtime, and emotional warmth just as much as they need books. In the end, Didi and Jane come to an understanding. They decide to share the responsibility of raising Fred. Jane will help him with his brilliant mind. Didi will make sure he gets to be silly, happy kid who has fun. So the movie ends with wonderful birthday party for Fred, but this time it's different. Both normal kids from his neighborhood and smart kids from Jane's school are there. Fred finally has friends and he finally gets to be exactly who he is, a genius and a little boy. And why I came up with this movie is it's a family treasure where for kids it teaches them that it is completely okay to be different whether you are a super smart, very shy or just unique. You deserve friends who accept you for who you are. And for parents, it is a gentle reminder that Kids needs balance. Pushing them too hard academically can hurt their hearts, but holding them back from their potential isn't right either. So love and understanding are always the most important things. So grab some popcorns, gather the family and enjoy this classic movie.